Today we will talk about an important topic, which is narcissistic behavior, and how narcissistic individuals behave when they find it difficult to control things. What happens when a person becomes difficult to control? When the narcissistic person finds that there is someone who can challenge him or hinder his ambitions, he begins to make plans to trap them. The victim in this case is strong and does not break in the face of his repeated methods. Or perhaps his methods are ineffective and do not achieve the desired results. What does the narcissistic person do in such cases? The narcissist is the kind of person who seeks to control others and destroy them. He always seeks to show his control and skillfully drains the victim's energy and resources, manipulating them skillfully. The narcissist's primary goal is control and domination. He has a set of deceptive tricks and methods that he uses to control the victim and attract them into his web. He has great skills in manipulation and exploitation, which he uses skillfully to control others. The narcissist may use seduction and manipulation methods to make the victim feel admiration and love towards him. He builds a false and attractive image of himself, using these qualities to attract others and make them attached to him. He exploits this relationship to build the stage for controlling the victim. In some cases, it can lead to a high degree of attachment and pathological love. It becomes difficult for the victim to break free from this twisted and destructive relationship. The narcissist uses all these methods to achieve his goal of control and domination. Note that outward appearance and beautiful words can be deceiving. The narcissist uses these qualities to attract the victim, but God is the only one who knows the true intentions of individuals. We must be cautious and rational in dealing with people, evaluating them based on their actions and behavior, not just their outward appearance. The narcissist appears attractive like this, highlighting perfection, beauty, and everything good about him. The narcissist's attention is focused only on himself and his needs, seeking to fulfill his needs by exploiting and stripping his victims. Over time, the narcissist cares only about himself, regardless of his appearance or his relationship with others. As long as you are present in the narcissist's life, you are contributing to his goals and meeting his needs, playing the role he has assigned to you. The narcissist will not miss any opportunity to exploit or implement his ideas, whether these ideas are familiar or unfamiliar to the human mind. He uses any means to help him control you, even if it means exceeding the bounds of imagination. His primary goal is to maintain control over you, even if it means carrying out unexpected or unimaginable actions. The narcissist always seeks to control people and the world around him. He always deals with others with disdain and contempt, always aiming to dominate them mentally and physically, and seeking to have only one word in their lives. When the narcissist encounters strong and independent people, he finds it difficult to control them. The narcissist fails to find a weakness that makes it easy for him to control them. He begins to feel threatened and senses that he will not be able to control them easily. These people can see the truth about the narcissist and expose his weaknesses. Note that no matter how hard the narcissist tries, he will not succeed in finding an entry into their hearts and minds. People can sense his true intentions and resist his despotic attempts. People with strong wills who do not give up their rights, principles, or opinions are the ones who will not be affected by the narcissist's behavior. The narcissist cannot change them or influence them, as they have a psychological stability and self-confidence that does not waver. These people are the ones who have mental and emotional maturity, which enables them to resist the temptations, conspiracies, and deceptions of the narcissist. Thus, they can effectively confront him. In his attempt to deal with these people, the narcissist's reaction will always be aggressive and continuous. He will seek by all means to attract their attention and throw his words at them in order to control them. This is because his control depends largely on their presence in his life. He tries in every way to show himself as a person in control of their fate and lives, while in reality he is trying to persuade them of his opinions and lies. People who possess mental, psychological, and emotional strength are not deceived by the narcissist's methods. They know full well that this type of person always seeks to exploit and target weak individuals who can be easily controlled. The narcissist carefully chooses his victims, looking for people who can give him control and are affected by the weaknesses in their personalities. Regardless of the narcissist's attempts, strong people will not respond to him or his tactics. They know very well that his goal is to control them and reduce their value by diminishing their personal worth. No matter how much the narcissist continues to attack, These people will remain steadfast and unwavering, not giving in to his attempts. The narcissist is always looking for tools to reach these people. When his usual methods fail with everyone, he begins to look for their weaknesses. He does not give up easily, but uses all possible means to manipulate them. He may resort to using love and emotions, and even to tarnishing their reputation and slandering them, in order to control these people. It is clear that the narcissist does not respect or value anyone. He does not care about the feelings of others and shows no compassion towards them. When dealing with people who have natural empathy, he exploits it against them. He promotes himself as being affected by their difficulties and appears to them as in need of their support. He exploits the responses he receives from them, whether through sympathy or assistance, to achieve his goals with them. It's known that empathy is one of the narcissist's tools to achieve their goals with these people. They exploit these feelings and emotions to win their affection. However, it should be noted that they do not do this naturally, but rather use it as a means to control them. They take advantage of these emotions to trap them and achieve their goals with them. The narcissist uses methods of exploiting empathy to serve his interests. He makes himself appear weak in front of them and shows that he needs their help. By doing so, he tries to make them stand by his side, and thus he gains their support. Over time, he exploits these situations for more influence and control. The narcissist can use exploiting empathy as a tool to manipulate and control people, which is one of his common ways to achieve his goals. The narcissist may use excessive acting skills, appearing as if he is suffering from an illness normally to attract your empathy and gain sympathy from others. He uses this trick to achieve his goals by showing that he is suffering and the situation is difficult for them. This behavior can partially or completely negate his responsibilities and duties, whether at home or in relationships. The narcissist resorts to this method to avoid his responsibilities in any form. He exploits showing weakness and needs as a way to avoid responsibilities. He tries to show himself as dependent on others, and that his life depends on their presence. He exploits this to show himself as needing them urgently, and that his life must continue with them. This shows complete weakness in matters and makes strong people feel that their lives are completely dependent on his presence. Strong and independent personalities may respond negatively to this type of begging. They may understand that they are dealing with a person who is trying to avoid his responsibilities and trying to control them emotionally. In some cases, these personalities can be very strong and start thinking about ending this harmful relationship. When you find yourself in a situation with a narcissist, you will realize his truth when he starts acting differently towards you. His new behavior may appear as a way to complicate things for you and exploit the empathy you show towards him. At this moment, you will realize that the person you are dealing with is indeed a narcissist, and that he is trying to achieve his goals by exploiting those emotions. We have previously pointed out, my friends, that the narcissist does not know how to stop, and will never give up or stop trying to control you and win all the battles he wages. Everything he does is aimed at ensuring that he always remains in control and achieves superiority. These actions compensate for the emptiness he feels inside. The narcissist launches his new attack exploiting the failure of previous situations to enhance his impact. Therefore, he starts using your circle of acquaintances, friends, and family members to achieve his goals. The narcissist implants false ideas and misleading information in their minds about you. For example, he may claim that you lack positive qualities and have bad ethics. He succeeds in tarnishing your reputation among people close to you. The narcissist targets these people because they are usually easily influenced and can fall victim to his deception. He seeks to control and use them against you. Although he cannot control you directly, he uses these people as tools to achieve his goals. He begins spreading lies and distorting the facts about you using them. The narcissist follows the tactic of siege, where he starts sowing anxiety and fear among these people about you. The way they deal with you changes and they start avoiding you. The narcissist's goal behind this is to ensure that you will not be able to escape from him, but will remain under his influence. He makes a great effort to maintain his influence and continuity. When you find yourself facing a narcissist who follows siege and distortion tactics, remember that he is seeking to control your image and reputation through others. You must remain strong and insist on your positive qualities and facts. Avoid letting him affect you with his malicious ways. Of course, here is the text with a better formulation. Those involved with a narcissist may find themselves in an extremely difficult situation. The The narcissist can exploit these relationships to achieve his personal goals. Even within your circle of relationships, it can become catastrophic even in your workplace, where the narcissist can cause your dismissal by engaging in stirring up discontent and tension between you and your colleagues. In the workplace, a narcissist in a managerial position can become a reason for justifying your dismissal. He may insidiously present you as unpopular among your colleagues, and perhaps even spread rumors or tarnish your image to them. He makes you appear as an undesirable person in their eyes. You may notice that your colleagues are avoiding you, as this may be the intended effect. Certainly, your colleagues may find it difficult to deal with you, and they may show tension when they are with you. This situation is part of the narcissist's plan to control situations by creating tension between you and those around you. If the narcissist succeeds in causing tension between you and your colleagues, he may be able to exploit this tension as a reason for your dismissal. If the narcissist does not have the opportunity to sow tension between you and your colleagues, he may make the effort to harm you or undermine your performance at work. Regardless of your actual success at work, the narcissist can make a continuous effort to undermine you and diminish your value in the eyes of others. He always seeks to control you and achieve his goals, regardless of your actual successes and contributions. If you find yourself in any of these situations, you must recognize that these are despicable tactics aimed at undermining your confidence and control. You must continue to work diligently and excel without getting caught up in the narcissist's games and malicious plans. He is not interested in seeing anyone successful in his life, but only wants to be the distinguished and superior one. He wants the spotlight to be on him alone. With every progress you make, his hatred and resentment towards you grow unimaginably. Narcissists completely lack any kind of ethics. They always act contemptuously towards others, treat them with the worst treatment, and diminish their value. At this stage we have reached, the narcissist finds himself not leaving any opportunity without exploiting it to ensure his control over you. In the end, he will control and destroy you and listen to the end. So you must be extremely cautious. The narcissist is skilled in manipulation and lying, and may go to the extent of making people believe his lies. And he can use people against you, so you must remain strong. Strong people, especially those who know how to deal with the games and tricks used by narcissists, are the only ones who can face these situations. In conclusion, this was today's video. I hope you benefited from it and gained new information. There will be more videos in the future, so see you in the next video.